Well. Welcome back to the Kosis Arsenal podcast. Welcome back, the Kosis Arsenal army. It's a brand new video, a brand new lifestyle. Live stream. Did I say lifestyle? How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. The Arsenal update, as always, at this time, we discuss the news, the views, the transfer news, the opinions, the rumors, the gossip, whatever is happening out there around Arsenal. We discuss it, we get in our views. I tell you what is going around, and then you tell me what actually you think about it. You have a chance to come on the show. Why not? This, the same old way we're used to doing it. Smash the like button, 200 likes. That is always our target. We shall increase later, but for now, that is our target, 200 likes. We're going to be discussing so many things, very many things. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, fit for Chelsea. Does it get any better than that? You're gonna tell me because you're gonna tell me because he has not been performing so well, but we need him. If you're going to balance with Chelsea, we need him. Gabriel Martinelli up for a late fitness test as well. He could be up, he could be back. We shall talk about how he could impact the team. I'm going to be talking about Thomas Partey, because Thomas Partey is ruled out of this game anyway. So that means that our midfield continues to stay empty. Mesut Ozil finally finds a new club, and it's going to be in June, not January. Just to inform you, before we go into the story and a couple of other stories, Pochettino to PSG. Many Arsenal fans wanted Pochettino, so it looks like our options are increasingly moving towards Thomas Tuchel than Pochettino. Would you want Thomas Tuchel to Arsenal? I've been looking at those stories. Many blogs actually writing that Arsenal should go for Thomas Tuchel, and I was like, "Are you mad? But anyway, that and more coming up on the show. Smash the like button. Get your comments coming on, and then let us get the party started. Where do we start? I'll start with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Of course, we know that he has missed 2 games, and we have lost both of them. He missed the Everton game where Edin Ketia played as the striker with Pepe and Willian on the flanks. Then he also missed the Manchester City Carabao Cup quarterfinal where we were, should I say smoked, spanked, flashed, slashed, call it wherever you want, 4-1 at the Emirates Stadium. An embarrassing performance yet again from Arsenal. Yeah, I don't want to say that Arsenal is really embarrassing, because I've said it so many times. But the good news is against Chelsea, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is available for selection. He is back in the squad, training very well. Of course, Mikel Arteta says and Arsenal say he will have to go through a late fitness test, but I'm very sure he is back. I'm very, very sure he is back, and he will be available for selection against Chelsea. And for me, this is a positive story, because a player like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, just on paper, is enough for you to, feel weighted. He makes us that, heavy team on paper. Because I told you, when you look at the quality of Arsenal, there are very few players that you can, name as world class. How many? 3, 4, 5 players? Are there even 5 players that are Arsenal I can name as world class? I think around 3 players we can name as world class players. So if Aubameyang is not in a side, it makes us weaker. It makes us more vulnerable. It makes us, the enemy looks at us as a club that has come to be smashed. And, for me, it doesn't really sit well with me. I always want him on the pitch. There were rumors that, he should be dropped and so on. But I've always wanted Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on the pitch. I don't know when he's going to get his scoring boots back. Maybe when we start creating enough chances. Maybe this injury, he's going to come back a changed man. I don't know. But truth is, I want Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to be back. And it's a big boost for us against Chelsea. Look, Chelsea have Thiago Silva. They have Zuma, they have Chilwell. I don't know whether Chilwell will be up for selection because it looks like he had an injury in the last game. But okay, if they have Chilwell and Azpilicueta, so their defense is not that strong, but it is decent. They don't leak goals like we do. I'm not, that's not to say that our defense is so awful or anything like that. And I'm not giving praise to Chelsea or something like that. But if you're going against Chelsea and they have Thiago Silva and they have a defensive partnership and the goalkeeper who has kept 6 clean sheets in the last 10 games, you need a player like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You need a goalkeeper who's going to take, you need a striker who's going to take the chances they get. Like against Everton, there are some chances I thought, I felt like I wish that chance just fell onto the boot of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the Edin Ketia chance. If at all he had just fallen onto the Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang boot, things would have been different. So Aubameyang coming back is for me a big boost. Before I think about Thomas Partey coming back, before I think about anyone coming back, look, I just want Aubameyang to be in that squad. I hope everybody's with me. I want Aubameyang. I really want Aubameyang to make it to that squad in Chelsea. And reports, show, according to actually stories from Arsenal inside, they are saying that the player is available, but only if he takes a late fitness test. And I'm very sure he's gonna, pass it. The reason he didn't play against Everton was just, a calf. I don't know how serious calf injuries are, but they said it was a little tight calf injury. So it was little, missing 2 games, I think he should be back, right? But we need him. There is no doubt that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang still has a lot of influence in that Arsenal side. When you look at the way we set up under Mikel Arteta, we play to look for one person, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and you can see at least 3 of the 14 goals we have scored in the league, they have come from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexander Lacazette. No other player has scored 3, 2 and more goals at Arsenal. So that shows you that however bad he is, however awful, however, I don't know, however, bad he is this season, we still need him. We still need him in that squad. It's like, he's our Salah, he's our Mane, he is our De Bruyne, he's our Aguero, he is our Bruno Fernandes, he's our everything. So I still need to see Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. But, I've told you, he's going to be fine. Now, still talking about the injury updates, we talk about Gabriel Martinelli, who is also up for a late fitness test against Chelsea over the weekend. He had that nasty injury that didn't look so good. The pain didn't look so good in the midweek against Manchester City. I was like, why don't you bring him off at half time? Because I thought it was Mikel Arteta's blame, but still I thought about it, and I was like, he's under pressure. You need a player like Gabriel Martinelli, and just like Arteta has already said it over and over again, over time, the quality Martinelli brings to the team is exceptional. He is not Aubameyang. He is not Partey. He is not that Awa or Filippo Coutinho you want, but he is exceptionally different from what other players do at Arsenal. He's going to take on players. He's going to cross when he needs to cross. He's going to take a shot when he needs to take a shot. He'll head that ball. As a forward, I think he has all the qualities you need in a forward. Gabriel Martinelli. Last season, actually, before he got injured, he had participated in almost 11, 12 goals for Arsenal. And when you look at all those goals, some had been struck by the left foot, others by the right foot, and some by the header. And he had created a couple of chances for Arsenal. So I think, we just need to pray that, Gabriel Martinelli doesn't go out again. They're saying that he's, up for a late fitness test. We might see whether he comes back or not. I don't know what I think about it, really. I don't know what I think about it. Because if we play Gabriel Martinelli against Chelsea and he gets injured, further, I can't forgive myself because I would have advocated. But if you ask me, should we play Willian and Pepe? I don't want to play them. The truth is, I don't want to play them. I've already told you my stance. I would rather play the young guns. I'd rather play the Arsenal, the young Arsenal players, because that is it. That is it. You would rather play the young players than actually playing these old players that do not care for Arsenal, that do not mind whether this club is shrinking or getting relegated. All they want is to get their paycheck, their pay slip. So Gabriel Martinelli could be, up for selection against Chelsea. Let us wait and see. I'm telling you, if I had to take the decision, I wouldn't rush him to come back. But because I don't take the decisions, I pray Mikel Arteta doesn't rush him to come back. I mean, even if he's in that Chelsea game, he can make a difference with the Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, I know. But are we going to win the Chelsea game? Probably yes, probably no. What are the chances? According to percentage police, we have 90% chance of losing, and we lose. So probably if we have an 80-90% of losing this game, obviously we shall lose. Please don't bring back, Gabriel Martinelli. Let us wait until next year. Probably he will be a little bit more fit. So that is the injury update I have about you guys. Maybe if you want me to talk about Thomas Partey, he's training. I wanted to name this video Partey is back, but he's not officially back. Actually, it has been confirmed that Thomas Partey will not be available for Arsenal against fellow North Londoners, Chelsea. You ask me, does it make us, is it a positive story? Any good news? Look, it's not good news. It's really, really not good news. Bad news. Just think about it. I don't know if the panel will come on today, but if you guys come on, we're going to do the predicted 11 between Chelsea and Arsenal. Combined 11, actually. And you look in that midfield, without Thomas Partey, you're going to have Kovacic, Kante, Pulisic. You're not going to have, you're not having an Arsenal name in there, when you're doing a combined 11 between Chelsea and Arsenal. So that is how badly we need Thomas Partey. You've seen his impact against Tottenham. You've seen his impact against Manchester United. I still believe United has, is one of the sides that have a quality midfield. But with Thomas Partey around, I mean, look, the difference Thomas Partey brings to Arsenal is so exceptional to one extent that one, he makes Mohamed Elneny look like one of the best midfielders the earth has ever seen. Now, Manchester United are gonna say, cut your crap. The truth is, Elneny destroyed Manchester United with the help of Thomas Partey, and we have seen that without Thomas Partey, Elneny is another bunch of crap that you don't want to see on the pitch. He disappears, he makes mistakes, gives away the ball. He is literally, bullshit. So Thomas Partey being out, that means is Granit Xhaka available for selection? Probably yes, because it looks like there are 3 games he has missed. The Manchester City game, he strangled someone against Burnley, so he missed out the beating against Everton. And which is the game? Which is the game? Please remind me. There is a game we played and we drew, and the Southampton game actually. So 3 games. I think Granit Xhaka is back. I won't be surprised if I see Granit Xhaka selected by Mikel Arteta. Of course, I know his selection. I've already seen it over and over again. I know what it means. When it comes to selection by Mikel Arteta, he's gonna pick Xhaka. He's gonna pick Ceballos and Mohamed Elneny. That is the usual way. That is his usual starting lineup. But so Partey is out. It's a big blow again against you're playing. We needed him at such a time. You have Southampton, Everton, Manchester City, and Chelsea. Those are 4 games. Those are 12 points. Of course, one is a non-league game, but I'll count it like 12 points. And we can actually collect only 1 because I think we collected 1 point against Southampton. So it really looks like when we needed Thomas Partey, he's not here. But anyway, that is the update. Now let us go into the transfers because it's interesting. Look, these are 2 stories that are contradicting, but I'm going to try to amicably make you understand, right? Now, today I read a story that Mesut Ozil is wanted at Tottenham Hotspur. And I was like, look, stop joking around. And this was not Facebook. This was not Telegram. Actually, it wasn't even Twitter. So I was like, could it be, could these guys be serious that Mesut Ozil is wanted at Tottenham Hotspur? And I was like, this shouldn't happen. Look, this shouldn't happen. But the positive side is Mesut Ozil has agreed a deal with Fenerbahce's president. After June, they are going to take him on a free. So Ozil will not go to Tottenham. And my reaction on that in the first video will be my reaction in this video. I'll be like, look, you don't want to give Tottenham Hotspur a weapon of mass destruction this January because they're clearly a side that is eyeing the title. Now, I'm not saying they can win the title or they will win the title, but where they stand, you don't write them off. You don't disregard them off, right? You don't disregard them, off the title. They look so focused. They have that kind of manager that knows what to do in what situations if you want to win the league. He has won it at Inter Milan. He has won it at Real Madrid. He has won it at Chelsea. So Jose Mourinho, trust me, if you give him Mesut Ozil, and I know crazy Arsenal can, especially when we are in a situation where you think Ozil is going to go on a free, why don't we just get some money out of him and you bloody give him to bloody Tottenham Hotspur? Don't make that mistake. I would rather see him eat popcorn, play PS5, play. What's that Arsenal game called? The partnership with NAF. I would rather see him play NAF when we are being screwed by Burnley than see him at Tottenham Hotspur making assets for Bell, Ken, Son, and Bergwijn. Look, just think about Mesut Ozil at Tottenham Hotspur right now, filling the position of Lo Celso. Like, they have Ozil, they have Ndombele, and Pierre Hojbjerg. Look, they would just be a weapon of mass destruction. And the difference, Mourinho has, he always knows how to use different players in different ways because he's an experienced manager. So he's gonna put Hojbjerg and Ndombele behind Ozil. Then Ozil's job is one: release Ken, release Son, and release Bergwijn or Bell or whoever actually is playing, on that front line. My God, I don't want to think about it. If you give them Ozil, you're giving them a title. Trust me. Players can be a lot of crap. They can take a lot of time without playing football and so on, and they can surprise you. He can go out there, Tottenham Hotspur, delivers 20 assists because I think Tottenham is around, if they can get someone who can create 20 goals, and because they already have someone who can convert those 20 goals in Son and Ken, regularly, they have the title. Look, they have the title. So you don't want Ozil to go there. I don't want Ozil to go there. But it's a good deal. I think it's going to be a very good deal for him when he goes back to Fenerbahce. He's German, but more of Turkish, right? So, if he goes back, I think he will be home, right? I think he'll be home. It's going to be a very good deal for him. He's going to go in his retirement. I hope he has collected enough money because he has been funding a couple of charities out there. Yeah, I think it's going to be a very good deal for him as Mesut Ozil going to Fenerbahce. But for me, I've always told you, I would have recommended a deal for Mesut Ozil to go out in USA. One, he's going to be an influencer. He has a brand. He's a brand as a player. He's going to be an influencer out there in USA. He's going to get the wages he wants. He's going to get, he's going to be that kind of influence in USA. And there is money. I mean, many players have gone out there in USA to retire, and they're doing very well. They're really, really doing very well. So, it wouldn't be a problem for me to see Mesut Ozil go out there in USA and retire from there. But if he chooses to go to Turkey, Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, what's that team called? Başakşehir, I do not care. Let him go. I mean, if he has chosen like that, his contract is running down this season. It's not going to be renewed. All of us know that. His agent says he's not going to leave the January transfer window. He's going to wait until his contract runs down. My only question is, what about the fans that want to see him play like his tribute games? I know, like, I don't want to call them tribute games, but there are some fans that really want to see Mesut Ozil play his last games at Arsenal. Like me, I would want to see him play at least 2, 3, 5, 10 games at Arsenal, and I'm like, okay, this was the man. I really do appreciate. I appreciate all he has done for Arsenal. Before he signed that contract, he was the man. You guys know that. He did some good things for us. Won a couple of FA Cups with us. It's unfortunate we couldn't, take him any higher. We couldn't win the league. We couldn't get the Europa League for him. So, all in all, World Cup winner, FA Cup winner. Does he have a Champions League with Real Madrid? Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, the Atletico that season when they beat Atletico Madrid, when Angel Di Maria was still there. I'm not really sure. Does he have a Champions League with Real Madrid? Someone tell me in the comment, by the way. That's why that's the reason as to why you guys are here. Does Ozil have a Champions League? Someone tell me there in the comment box. I'm gonna be picking up that comment as ASAP. So, well, I can't say Ozil's career has been a mess. I can't say it's a mess. He has the World Cup. He has a couple of FA Cups. He has won the league with Real Madrid. He's been one of those players that are really held in high regard in the league, Europe, and in world football. So I think his career, it might not be as successful as that of Messi, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. I might not recommend him on that level. But if you tell me that, because would you put him at the same level as Neymar? Yeah, I would, because what has Neymar done so special to be very different from Mesut Ozil? I don't see. Maybe if you guys have comments in there, but I think he's on the level of Salah, Mane. That's his level, and I think we can't write them off as players that have not had a successful career. They have had a successful career in their own ways, right? Not the way football wanted them, but in their own ways, right? So that is it, guys. That is it. Look. Let's discuss the last story before I get involved with you guys. And this is about Thomas Tuchel and Pochettino. Now, PSG sack. Like, they real sack because they sacked Pochettino after a 4-0 win against Strasbourg. Now, I'm asking myself, this guy has had a couple of poor performances with PSG this season, yeah? They're not... they are very... They're not used to chasing Lyon and Lille up the table. They're used to being chased with a difference, with a gap of so many points on the top of the table. So they sacked Thomas Tuchel on Christmas Eve. Thomas Tuchel. I hope he has some money to spend on Christmas, because when they sack you, they pay you the rest of your contract. I understand. So I don't know how much of his contract is left, but rumors have it that Mauricio Pochettino, he hasn't been appointed yet, because I don't see anything like that, unless he has just been appointed now. But I don't see any news saying that he has been attended. According to the BBC, PSG is looking at Mauricio Pochettino as the main contender to replace Thomas Tuchel or Thomas Tuchel. You can call him wherever you want. Now, Pochettino is no longer on the radar of Arsenal, right? Because it looks like he's going to be moving to PSG. He would be damn crazy to refuse PSG and go for Arsenal for two reasons. One, PSG don't look financially well, but they have the money. At some point in time, they're going to crack everything that is, chaining them, break the chains, and give you the money to spend. And the other thing, they already have Champions League football. So, he's inheriting a club that is in Europe. I still remember he took Europe, Tottenham Hotspur to Europe, and they did so well. They did so well on a couple of occasions. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, could Arsenal actually go for Thomas Tuchel? Look, I've seen these stories. Like when Lucien Favre was sacked at Dortmund, many people said Favre is the next Arsenal manager. And I told them, guys, stop. Yeah, I know Tuchel moved from Dortmund to PSG. Now he could move to Arsenal. But Lucien Favre, that one I don't want. I'm considering Thomas Tuchel. I think he's an experienced manager. My only problem with him is I don't know. He does not have a lot of successful stories, to back him up as evidence. So, like, he's not a Rafa Benitez. He's not an Angel Nagelsmann. Because look, I would take Angel Nagelsmann over Thomas Tuchel. Nagelsmann is very young. I think he's 35, but I'll take him. I'll take him over Thomas Tuchel. I think, for me, he's that successful manager who has not won so many things. Has he even won anything? I'm not sure. But he's that manager. I feel like, he has a plan. He has something in his head. So Thomas Tuchel, there's stories, being written Obviously, because we are in a fuss, we are in a mix, we are in dang, we are in mud. Many people are saying Thomas Tuchel to Arsenal, Thomas Tuchel to Arsenal. He is not someone I would want to see at Arsenal. Look, not right now. Not right now. For me, I think I need a manager who is set to fight all the mess at the club, right? Not Thomas Tuchel. He has been at PSG, but the truth is, if to give me Pamet Saka, to give me Lucien Favre, I'll take Thomas Tuchel. He has experience. I've told you he's been a Dortmund before. He has worked in a couple of clubs in the German Bundesliga before. He's worked at PSG, and now he doesn't. He's jobless. Would you take Thomas Tuchel? Tell me that as well. Tell me that. Would you take Thomas Tuchel at Arsenal? And the first comment I'll take is from Nathan. He says, Kosi, Tuchel is an average manager. That is what I'm telling you. Look, I want to say we are in mud and so on. He has the experience. I would take him for that. But he doesn't have that level of success you think about and you're like, I think my club should go for Thomas Tuchel. Yeah? He's not that attractive as a manager. If you sack Arteta, Emery, and bring in Thomas Tuchel, will you have done any difference? I don't think so. I just don't think so. But anyway, we should be talking about that. We should be talking about Thomas Tuchel. You guys bring in your opinions. Ozil to Tottenham. Just think about it, guys. I mean, if Ozil joined Tottenham, would he make them title contenders? Because for me, I think he would. Look, he would. They lack that player. And that's why in many games, they are, when they are being pressed, they lack a player who can release, that kind of brilliant player who knows the movements of Son, Ken, and Bergwijn. If you give them, you've given them a lethal bullet of mass destruction. I hope that sentence, describes him, the way I want to describe him. But before we continue with your comments, Vinicius Jr. is one other player I want us to talk about. He's been linked with Arsenal on a loan deal. I did that story. You can check it out. But let us discuss it in detail. Vinicius Jr. Linked to Arsenal. Of course, that is the story. I just want to give it the fun touch, the Arsenal fun touch of it. The flavor, the fun flavor. Look, Vinicius Jr. is a young lad. And Real Madrid are saying, we can let him go on loan, though. On loan, we are not selling him. If he's going to be sold, he's valued at around £38 million. First and foremost, I want to ask you, would you take in another winger at Arsenal? I mean, I look at him as a winger, but I've seen him play through the middle, and he has been scoring some little goals as a young player, though. But would you take him at Arsenal? Do we have enough wingers? Do we have enough forwards? I talked about this in the last video, in the last live show, and I said maybe Arsenal need a striker. Maybe Arsenal need another forward to back up. Maybe we need another forward to back up. Maybe Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is not going to be our rescue this season, and Pepe is not, and Willian is not, and Bukayo Saka cannot, just lift the burdens of this whole club at his young age. Do we need someone who can score goals? And here we are linked with Vinicius Jr., Real Madrid. Tell me, would you take him? Would you take him at the side? He's a young lad, very exciting, can play on both flanks as an inverted winger or as a traditional winger. You can also use him as a striker down through the middle, where you have Alexander Lacazette, Edin Ketia. Well, I think he's better than Eddie. I think he's better than Eddie, the finishing, and so he's a little bit better than Eddie. We don't need to discuss that. He's better than Eddie. Is he better than Balogun? I think he's more experienced and tested than Balogun is, and he's been in the Champions League, played a couple of games there. So he's I can't compare him to Balogun right now because Balogun is not yet tested. He has played only 2-3 games at the senior level, and he has proven us right that we think, because all of us think he's that kind of player that can trigger a lot of excitement, in the side, especially in the forward line, and he's been doing it so well. But would you stay with Balogun and give him a chance, or do we bring in Carlos? Why do I call him Carlos? Vinicius Junior. Is he called Carlos Vinicius Junior or something like that? Anyway, Vinicius Junior from Real Madrid. What do you think? What do you think? And finally, we are back again, linked with Felipe Coutinho. Some sources are saying we can negotiate our way through with Barcelona. They are ready to listen to offers. For me, I'm saying if they want Shkodran Mustafi, why don't we use him as what, leverage, a bait or something like that, or as a weapon of in our negotiations. But I don't know, is Shkodran Mustafi that attractive that Barcelona will be listening to us when we are giving them a deal for Mustafi for Coutinho? I don't think. But he's linked again with us, no? Typically, again, that kind of player, I think, is Kia Jorapchin. That's the problem. He has the qualities we want. Scoring from the midfield, a green tick. Creating chances for strikers, a green tick. Taking on defenders and midfielders, a green tick. Fast counter-attacking football, a green tick. Passing accuracy, a green tick. Leadership, I don't know about his leadership skills. I don't want to lie. So, I mean, he's that kind of midfielder we want. But look, he's 29 now. He's 29. He's expensive. Barcelona, if anyone want to come in for him, Barcelona would want to at least pull back some of the money they bought him at. And look, these deals, the Coutinho, the Bele, Griezmann, those deals are actually one of the reasons why Barcelona is in the financial situation they are in. So they would want to see him off if anyone brings good money. But one of the people it was Alexander who told me, Kosi, it wouldn't be a nice deal. Yeah, that's what Alexander told me, Kosi. It wouldn't be a nice deal if we went in for Felipe Coutinho. And probably I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. It wouldn't be a nice deal if we went in for Felipe Coutinho, because Kia Jorapchin looks like he is controlling our recruitment process at the club. Reason as to why Willian is here, reason as to why David Luiz gets another contract, it's Kia Jorapchin. So if we bring in Felipe Coutinho, how different is it from the Willian situation? You're going to bring him in, pay him 250K or 300K a week. Is it going to work? It's doubtable. Not doubtable, but it's probable. He's going to work or he's not going to work. So I cannot really say, Felipe Coutinho would be a wise deal. It's better we bring in a young player. Yeah, I love Coutinho. If we brought him on loan last summer, I would be very happy. But right now, with all the squad problems we have as resulting from poor recruitment, no. Felipe Coutinho, no. Let us not do a high income deal that's going to, get on our ankles, and then we are, again, screwed. We better bring in. Then I'll be very willing to spend 40 million on Buendia. Look, yeah, I'll be, because one, Buendia is not going to ask for 200K a week. That's one. You pay his money in installments. That's the other thing. And he brings the value you want. Premier League tested, just like Coutinho. Championship tested, not like Coutinho. So, I mean, if we are going to go down to the championship, I don't want to talk about this man, but if you're going to go back to the championship, Buendia knows how the championship plays. And trust me, there are a hell of many games down there in the championship, by the way. They play so many games, week in, week out. And anyway, I don't want to discuss championship, guys. I don't want to discuss championship. So tell me what you think about those stories we've been discussing as I go through your comments little by little, slowly. The link, if you want to join, the link is in the comment section. It has fallen. 34 minutes of me yapping to you. Whoa, this and that. Yeah, those are the updates anyway. Lyric says, Kosi, big up Lyric, big up Binu, my brother Mwanguzi Dennis, big up my brother Mwanguzi. Says, bro, Ateta is the virus at the club. Big up Dixon Young. Big up Natasha Lees as well. Big up Nathan. Big up Edward. Big up Nate, Natasha. Really, Relentless says, Tita out. Ibrahim says, we are going to be battered. We get battered against City. You think we are going to beat them? No, I didn't say we are going to beat City, and I don't think we stand a chance against Chelsea. No, I don't. Tuchel. Yeah, look, I also don't want I don't want Tuchel, but he's the experienced one of them all, right? He's the experienced one of them all. So probably, will Martinelli play this weekend? Highly doubtable, but we need to look at that. Biarhango Obed, one of those people that have really stayed long on this channel. Big up Obed, how are you doing? Alexander, I'm amazed at how Pep actually backs Arteta by admitting that he is special and can achieve a lot at Arsenal if he stays. What if Arteta was giving each player a chance, but they always let him down? Here we go. Binu. Emeka says Gabriel has scored 2 goals, but I didn't, not more. I say 2 goals and more. Alexander says, Kosi, we can beat Chelsea. We believe in our players. It is up to them to decide whether to take up the responsibility or to rot in the relegation zone. That is where we start off. Can we beat Chelsea tomorrow, but one, on Boxing Day, right? Can we beat Chelsea on Boxing Day? The panel is coming on. We're going to be discussing much of these, stories, the things that, we want to listen. So, guys, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, man.
How are you doing, guys? You okay?
Yeah, I'm doing
Fine.
well.
Good. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Chelsea's up, Chelsea's upcoming, but that's not the story I want us to begin with. I want us to begin with Thomas Tuchel, because after PSG sacking him, rumors are circulating that he could be the right man for Arsenal, for the Arsenal job. That's where I want us to begin. Pochettino is looking, very set to go for PSG, so I think he's out of our, deal right now. What do you think about Thomas Tuchel, guys? What do you think about Thomas Tuchel?
Yeah. What I would say on Thomas Tuchel is this guy has played 127 games with Paris Saint-Germain since 2018. He has won 95 of those games, drew 13, lost 19 since 2008 until today he got sacked, right? This is over 74% winning rate this guy has got. I'm not sure whether because he's playing in the French league, I'm not sure. But apart from Klopp and Pep Guardiola, which other manager in the Premier League has got over 74% winning rate? I can't really point a finger on any Premier League manager that's got that amount of winning rate, if you understand what I mean. Before he left Borussia Dortmund to go to PSG, this guy has won. Actually, in PSG, this guy won quadruple at PSG. You understand what I mean? So he must know what he's doing. He must know how to get the best out of players for him to have that statistics. So,
but, if you look at the squads you've been dealing with at PSG, these are very quality squads. And right now, it looks like any manager that comes at Arsenal, you're gonna be stuck with a rubbish squad at least for the next 1 year or 2 years. Do you think he has that potential to milk good performances out of?
But I think he won Bundesliga as well when he was at Borussia Dortmund. Now, I'm not 100% sure. No, I think he won
it. They didn't win the Bundesliga.
Okay.
Yeah, but
he has done well.
DFL Cup he won.
Dortmund. Yeah, DFB Cup. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like you're correct. You're right, because he's got a way better player in at PSG than the players in Arsenal right now. So I'm sure if Arsenal wants him, he will tell them that, look, if you want me to come into this job, this is a player, this is a player, this is a player I want, and this is the amount of money that I would want you to pay me. Then you have to promise me that any player that I want, then you guys have to bring that player in. If you understand what I mean, because it's not going to come to Arsenal and start losing its reputation. If you understand, so but at the moment, the Arsenal board still saying they're backing Tata in January. So
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
Nathan, you're the first person to say Chuck is average. I do agree with you, but I mean, if you were backing Pochettino for our job, Pochettino isn't the winner. He has not won anything. Just like, I mean, Chuk is a winner. I mean, he has won some things in his career. Why did you, just kick him out?
Obviously, he's clear of Arteta as a manager. He's a way better manager than Arteta. But for me, yeah, listen, he's a good manager. He's not a world-class manager, in my opinion. I mean, if you asked me a couple of years ago when he was at Dortmund, when he took over from Klopp, I was like, yeah, I want him 100% because he has the Gegen press. I like the way he plays football. But he went to PSG, yeah, and I'm thinking they're just gonna win everything. And not to be like harsh or anything, but I feel like he's underachieved at PSG. I know they've been to Champions League final, but I just look at him and I just say, yeah, PSG's team isn't the greatest team, but if you look at the players they have up front, I'm sorry,
yeah.
you have to be winning something other than the French league. I mean, listen, he's a good manager, man. But if it gets to a point where there's no other managers available, then I'll take him. Yeah. But for me, yeah, like I just feel like he's an average man. I feel like there's something about him that just seems like it's. I feel like it's not him doing like when PSG win a game. Yeah, I feel like it's not really him. Like it's not. I feel like it's not a tactical masterclass. I feel like
Yeah.
it's individual brilliance.
Yeah.
It seems like he just has good plays. It seems like he's just like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, where the players just do whatever they want. And I look at him like Mbappe doesn't respect him. Neymar doesn't respect him. Like you can clearly see, like the way they even talk to him, like when they get subbed off, they're having to go at Tuchel. Like I feel like listen, he's a good manager, yeah, but I just feel like he should be doing more at PSG. Like, and I feel like he didn't really get sacked because of the results because they are still winning. But I feel like PSG hierarchy, like they don't really believe in him, and I feel like if you bring him to Arsenal, yeah, we would improve, but they see that manager to help us win the league, to help us kick on and do big things. No. I don't think he is, man.
Yeah, well, you remember when Neymar having an issue with PSG, then when all the fan turn on Neymar. I like the way this guy actually handled the situation. He didn't throw Neymar under the bus, and he doesn't throws him out of the team. He dealt with the issue well, and gradually he brought Neymar back into the team. If you understand what I mean, so it's not like a Tata that just like kind of frozen out Ozil completely because of this China issues.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Like I say, he's a good coach. He's a very good coach. But I just feel like coming to a club like Arsenal, yeah, he doesn't seem like one of those managers that can take Gabriel Martinelli and turn him into a human son, like Pochettino or Klopp or something. See, like I like managers that can really develop players. Like, I mean, Thomas Tuchel has developed some decent players, but for me, he doesn't seem like that type of manager that's gonna turn someone into a really really good player. I feel like he needs good players because, like,
So what you're saying, he prefer Thomas Tuchel, he prefer to work with a ready-made player. That what you're saying? Like he doesn't, it's not ready to kind of throw the young kids in it.
yeah,
In the game.
I don't see him as a manager that's gonna all of a sudden come in, shake up the dressing room, and then have us fighting for the league. I don't think he's that manager.
Well, but I mean, I'm just looking at his statistics, which to me, it's if I think he will do a better job than what we have right now.
Yeah, of course, I can do a better job than
Nathan,
Arteta. I mean, it's not that hard.
No,
Nathan,
the thing is like he improves the youngsters because like I remember like when he was at Borussia, like
I think in the Champions League matches, like he used to play 8 players which are under 24, under 24 players. Yeah, and he used to play like I remember the score. Like he played 5 to 6 players under 20 who are under 24 in the Champions League match. I don't know against whom I forgot, but he played them, and he gives youngsters a lot of chance. He improves the youngsters too. That's how Pulisic, maybe Aubameyang, who all improved under him in Dortmund. And one more thing is I think Aubameyang and Kim had some issues in which he left Dortmund and came join Arsenal. I think they both had some kind of an issue. I think I'm not sure about that. I remember there were some issues with it.
For me, yeah, with
Yeah.
with Tuchel, I think if he went to another team, then I think my look on it would have been different. But because he went to PSG, it's kind of been got me looking at it like, is this guy really a world-class manager? Is he gonna do things at another team where he's been at a team that's given him, the best forwards, an unlimited budget, and I don't know. Just like the other guy said, like he kind of underperformed. But now I'm just thinking, any manager that's coming from PSG, I don't want, because it did happen with Unai Emery. He did win, he did win a lot of trophies there and so on, but he didn't win the trophy that mattered to make a statement. So any PSG manager is a no-go for me. That's it. That's my what do you call it? That's my theory. No PSG manager right now.
No PSG manager right now. Nathan, is too clear of Pochettino, or is Pochettino too clear of Thomas Tuchel?
I think Pochettino is a better manager, and I feel like Pochettino right now, he's screaming for a job. Like you don't just go on Sky Sports News all of a sudden and say, "Yo, I don't want to get back into manager." He wants to get back into manager, and like for me, he's the perfect guy to bring in our Arsenal, because if you want a proper process, what you get in it, is a manager who can improve players. You just don't take a player from League Two and then turn him into one of the best young English players. I mean, unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, Dele Alli isn't really that good anymore. But who gave him the confidence to say, oh, you know what, I'm playing for Spurs, I'm one of the best players in the league? Who made Human Son world class? Who made Harry Kane class? I mean, he's done all of that. Yeah, and this is what I say. Pochettino, is a perfect rebuild manager. Perfect rebuild manager. Look at what he done to Tottenham. Yeah, Tottenham were just Leicester City. Maybe they'll get in Europe one year. Maybe they finish 10th one year. Now look at them. They want to win something. Like, he's given that club a belief, and now the fans actually think that they're a big club. And look at that stadium that they got. That brand new £1 billion stadium. Yeah, if it wasn't for Pochettino, that stadium would not be there, because he gave that football club belief to say, you know what, we want to compete with Liverpool, we want to compete with Arsenal. Yeah, he did that. Pochettino did that.
Yeah, but this guy, he spent 5 years with Tottenham. You only get to one Champions League final in 5 years. But why, if he's doing a good job, boy, I know what you say, that he gave that club belief, then Tottenham should have still kept him and see whether he's going to achieve something this season before they gave the job to Mourinho. So he's been there for a long time, 5 years, one Champions League final.
I think people.
I think the difference here at Tottenham, the first years, the first spell at Tottenham, he didn't come in as a winner. And I also don't think Tottenham sacked him because he didn't win anything. I think they sacked him because of his poor run in the league. I think that's the reason that's why they sacked him and they replaced him.
But the players threw him
Yeah,
under
he
the
lost
bus.
the dressing room.
The players
He
threw him
lost the
under the bus.
dressing room.
Yeah, the player threw him under the bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he lost the dressing room. Yeah.
Yeah, he lost the dressing room. So I think if he continued to deliver, keep them in top four, probably because he's the manager that made Tottenham that kind of team that is used to top four right now. You know, they feel bad when they don't qualify in top four. When they had the Redknaps, you know, that because Redknapp was there for a long time. They were not caring about that. They never cared of, you know, finishing above us.
Listen,
they never cared, you know, for things.
I was on another podcast here, and I got into a bit of a back and forth with another Arsenal fan. Yeah, typical Arsenal fan, by the way. And he was like, "Oh, you want a Tottenham man in charge? Blah blah blah, bro. You do remember he got sacked, by the way. So he doesn't owe Tottenham anything. If a club sacks you, yeah, that means they're telling you, you know what, you're shit. We don't want you anymore. He doesn't owe Tottenham anything. So people sit here and have the childish beliefs like they're 5-year-olds, yeah, saying, oh, he's from Spurs. Oh, like shut up, man. I can't stand some of these fans, man. Like, bro, if he's a good manager and you actually see that he can come in and do something and fix the club, yeah, why not take him? Why not take him? If somebody said, oh, do you want Heung-min Son for free? I'll be like, yeah. I don't care if he plays for Tottenham. Who cares?
I actually agree with that because Jose Mourinho was he actually said we never manage Tottenham. So he's there now. So he's doing a good job. So
but you know what? You know what is with Pochettino? Like because he said before he came, no one really took Tottenham serious as they did as soon as he came in. When he came in, I mean, they started, you know, qualifying for Champions League. They've been to one final under him. They even were title contenders at one point. I mean, for a team that was not taken serious and, you know, competing for title contenders, and now they're being in, you know, held in higher regards in conversations and so on. I mean, you got to look at this guy like, okay, if he can do that with Tottenham, what about if he goes to a big club? I think there's a lot of value that he can add there. And the thing I like about Pochettino is the football. The
champagne football. The champagne football, bro.
The champagne football. And when you think of Arsenal, that's what you think of. You think of football. And I think that's a manager that can bring the identity back of Arsenal Football Club that all the fans around the world love.
The challenge is going to face at Arsenal is, are they going to give you that Eriksen you want? Are they going to give you that Harry Kane? Are they going to give you that Son you want? Are they going to give you that Eric Lamela? Because you remember it was at his, you know, in his spell at Spurs that they started. Actually, Spurs were more like Arsenal. Groom someone, get them up, you know, up the top. Look at Modric, sell him to Real Madrid, sell Bale out, you know, that kind of team. But then they changed. You know, Danny Levy, I don't know what the hell happened. He changed. Instead of, you know, letting out players, now he starts recruiting players as though he's the club that is, you know, that wants to win the league. So is Arsenal really going to give him that quality he wants? Because he really had some good players up there. Do you know what? At Tottenham.
You know what it is, for some, because look at, I mean, for someone, to get Danny Levy, and we all know how he is, the guy is, you know, a guy who watches his pocket a lot. And especially, but if a manager comes in and before it wasn't taken serious, and then Danny Levy's gone into his pocket, that means that Pochettino must have sold him the vision, that he's sold him on that it's got him investing in players, believing that they can do these things. I mean, that's a skill of a manager that you gotta, you know, because maybe he can convince the board when he comes.
Yeah, but
knows?
what I want to say to that one is if I can remember very well, this guy he actually spent 5 years with Tottenham, and
Mm.
4 out of those 5 years he spent with Tottenham, the Tottenham team have finished above Arsenal out of
Mm,
4 of those 5 years,
mm,
and all the player that he inherits then,
Mm.
they are not as good as what they are now.
yeah,
Actually, Jose Mourinho are actually enjoying this player now because Pochettino actually make them the way they are. If
yeah,
you understand, so
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
kind of an easy job for Jose Mourinho to say, okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
Mhm.
going to bring my own DNA into you. You guys are good players already anyway. This is the way I want you to play.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
well,
But
he's done it. I would agree. He's done a very good job with Tottenham.
Mm.
So he's just unlucky that he didn't win because Tottenham don't win nothing anyway. So
Mhm.
yes, that's why he hasn't won anything with Tottenham. I'm
Yeah.
sure
so
if he goes to Arsenal,
Mhm.
with those young players, they will definitely buy into his idea and just he will
so
probably get
Yeah.
the best out of them.
Guys, imagine if you give Pochettino,
Mm.
Martinelli, the things you do with Martinelli, oh my
it's gonna
goodness,
make him another son. It's gonna
he's
make
gonna
him
make him
another.
another son, bro.
Yeah,
Oh
It's
my
gonna be
god.
mad.
yeah.
Oh my god. And
But
they speak the same language as well.
yeah,
No, actually,
you know,
no. Nah,
I was looking
He
at.
speaks Spanish, doesn't he?
I was looking at.
Martinelli's Brazilian. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, but Pochettino, yeah, is from Argentina, yeah. So like
Yeah.
in his interviews, yeah, he said that he looks up to people like Bielsa. Now, if you
Yeah,
look up to Bielsa, man, that means you got a good football education. Because Bielsa, yeah, is probably one of the most influential coaches in football history. Yeah,
100%.
people say, oh, Bielsa hasn't won anything. Oh, shut up, man. He's literally made football what it is today. You see all that pressing, the high press, the counter
Mm.
press, the gegen press. Man came up with all of that stuff, bro. Like
I
he
think
did that.
the
Like the thing is
Godfather.
like, yeah, tell.
You know.
Oh,
still
okay.
still talking about exchange. Should we start? There is this. I saw this crazy story in the morning that Tottenham interested in Ozil. So I kept on laughing and I put it in this show, guys. I know it can't happen. I don't see Tottenham go for Ozil. It's an impossible one. But do you think it would make them title contenders? Do you think it would make them big title
No,
contenders? If he went
no.
there.
Mourinho would just
No,
bin him off in the first 2 games.
Yeah, but if remember, he played for Jose Mourinho at
Who?
Real Madrid.
Yeah, and Marino,
So
Marino
I,
told
I
Ozil to get in the bin.
my own view on that one is Mourinho.
Yeah.
Mourinho is not because Mourinho knows how Ozil played. Mourinho is not going to kind of ask Ozil to go and to keep running back and go and defend and all that.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
it will make maybe probably people like this French guy in the middle,
Mhm.
Really?
Sissoko, to do the
Sissoko.
job
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
And all he's going to ask Ozil to do, just supply me the passes to Song or Kane and let them put the ball away. That's
Yeah.
what he's gonna. He will just stay in
Mm.
the middle, just do your magic in the middle. Let my
Yeah.
striker score the goal for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but Tottenham don't need any more creativity. Like where does Ozil get in that side? I don't understand. Like
Yeah,
because
that's where the problem is.
listen,
Even look at the Gareth Bale. He's not even getting into that Tottenham team right now.
listen.
Mm.
If you guys go to my Twitter mentions, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe around 2016, 2000, maybe late 2017, I said a controversial statement, yeah, and I said Ozil, if you take him off of set pieces, he gets no assist for you. Yeah, fast forward 3 years later, I'm right. Listen,
Mm.
Ozil back in the day, yeah, he used to be one of my favorite players. I still have his shirt, by the way. He used to be one of my favorite players, but all of a sudden Giroud left, and then you take him off of set pieces, the assists start to dry up. Listen, this guy, yeah, he was a world class player at one point. This guy has to be the most overrated footballers I've ever seen in my life. Listen, I'm not having a go at Arsenal fans here, but see, this guy's been finished for about almost 4 years on what we're going on now. Yeah, listen, if you watch this guy, he just looks like he doesn't love football anymore. I don't know what's going on with him. It just looks like he don't love it anymore. listen, the nail in the coffin for me. Yeah. I mean, I was already done with him at this point, but the thing that really hit me, is the Europa League final. Just walking off, looking all sad, but he dropped a stinker in that game. Listen, Ozil is not the player he once was. His vision is just is finished. I don't even know what you put pace in front of him. People say, "Oh, you have to put pace in front of him. Pace in front of him." Balogun, has more goal involvements in a year under Arteta, and Balogun hasn't even played. I think he's only played like a full game of minutes, and he has 1 goal. He has 2 assists. He has 1 goal and no, he has 2 goals and 1 assist, and that's more than Ozil has done in a year. So
yeah, but all of this started showing when Alexis Sanchez left for Man United.
Exactly.
Because him and Alexis Sanchez, Alexis Sanchez do the running for Ozil. He pick up the ball, pass it to Ozil, he pass it back to him. But when Alexis left, because the work rate on Alexis Sanchez, right? So when he left, it's kind of everything about Ozil just kind of
even before that, even before
nobody's kind of doing the running work rate for him, doing the pressing for him at the top anymore. So
even before he left, even before Alexis left,
Ozil has the number 1 fan here. Ozil has the number 1 fan here. Zoom, is your man finished?
He is finished. He is surely finished. The man was finished in 2016 when Alexis left.
Yeah.
When Alexis left, that was the
Alexis left in 2018.
Since then, I haven't seen.
It's like more like Wenger left. When Wenger and Sanchez left, I think it was the end of him.
Bro, also was finished when Giroud left.
Yeah, because
but you gotta credit him though, man. He was providing for players like Giroud. And Welbeck.
By the way, Olivier Giroud wasted so many Ozil chances, so many.
No. Giroud, and that time, where Giroud went like 16 games without scoring a goal, he actually created more chances than Ozil in those 16 games.
Yeah, I know, but whenever Giroud could score, he could miss.
But Christensen is better than Ozil.
Christensen.
Yeah, not Christensen. I'm Christian Eriksen. That's what I mean. It's better than Ozil. David Silva is better than Ozil.
I agree.
David Silva is one of the best midfielders I've ever seen in my life.
I read
because he plays for City, people don't rate him. Listen, that
guy's one of my favorites, but Eriksen, no better passer there's no better passer than Ozil, I think, in my opinion.
This De Bruyne. De Bruyne's a better passer.
Nah, but he's had. I can't remember the stat. But I think in Ozil's prime, De Bruyne's got reached or something like that. There's a stat out there. I can't remember. Help me out, people. But you got man. Ozil is.
Listen. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, Ozil was a world-class player at one point. Yeah, his first couple years at Arsenal. Yeah, he was ridiculous. But then he stopped for some reason. Arsene Wenger took him off for set pieces, and then you realize his assists started to dry up. He was still playing well, trying to create, but listen, he's finished. He's been finished at the top level for about 3 years, 4 years now. Yeah, it's about time we move on. We need to stop watching highlights on YouTube and start watching it now. People say, "Oh, bring Ozil, and he solved our creative issues." We did it last year. He didn't get us. He only got like 2 assists last season. We did it last season. What did he do? Seriously, we need to move on. Ozil is a finished footballer. He's been finished for years. Like, come on.
Now, again, we are linked with a man in the names of Vinicius Jr., Real Madrid.
Get in the bin. Nowhere near. I don't want him.
He's been
overrated. He's overrated.
Yeah?
Yeah, he is overrated. I have seen his play. There is no end product. He's basically like another Reece Nelson who has all the dribblings, everything needed. Then there's no end product from him. I would rather take Rodrigo from there. Rodrigo is a quality player and he's a right winger. I would take him right wing because we don't have the quality in the right wing. And we can replace Willian with Rodrigo, but not Vinicius.
How many wingers?
But it's Wingers FC, bro.
We don't need. Always
Wingers FC, bro.
We need an attacking midfielder and we're going for a winger with no end product.
Bro, he's a step over merchant,
Yeah.
bro. Oh, he
We
does a
need an
step over.
attacker, and we're going for a goalkeeper.
Let me
always
say let me
happens with
quickly
all.
say some let me quickly say something. Yeah, the type of winger we should be going for. I've said this before. Wilfred Zaha. This guy is got end product, and he's if he gets into the box, nobody's touching this guy. Zaha is an Arsenal man. He support Arsenal. These are the player Arsenal should be getting. And as Zaha will be in that, he will play for that club with everything. You understand? You look in the summer when he was in the club with his friend. You can see the light, and there's Zaha to Arsenal. Don't tell me he doesn't know that he's gonna do that. He's trying to push the move to Arsenal. Then in the summer,
Listen. Not Arsene Wenger. Unai Emery wanted him, but
yeah,
instead they
Una
got.
Emery wanted him. Yeah,
Yeah.
And people say, "Oh, Unai Emery left a mess. He left a mess. He didn't get backed."
he
Arteta
didn't
has
get
been
back.
backed for that.
They didn't actually give him what the player he wanted.
Listen,
But
yeah, I'm not.
I only imagine if a manager asks for Wilfred Zaha and you give him Pepe. I mean, how does it make sense?
Listen, Zaha. Yeah, I'm not. To be honest with you, yeah, I always thought he was overrated, but this season, yeah, he's really been good. So if he's on form, yeah, you need to go get him now. And I think Crystal Palace, yeah, are gonna lower the price. But for me, I just look at Zaha, yeah, and I kind of feel bad for him because I won't say he's a top player, but he is better than Crystal Palace level. Yeah, and I understand
That's correct. I agree.
I
It's way
understand.
better than Crystal Palace level.
Yeah, I
Way
understand.
Yeah, fact.
I understand he's Crystal Palace through and through, but I'm sure in his mind, I'm sure he's not stupid. I'm sure he wants to leave. I mean, I know they've got some good players around him, like Eze. I don't know from QPR from last season. He's an absolute baller. I wanted him at Arsenal, bro. He's 10 times. He's clear. He's clear of Joe Willock. Yeah, you think Joe Willock's good? Listen, this Eze brother. Yeah, he's cold, bro. He's cold. You see Sabasla? Sabasla. If we don't get Sabasla, we should go for Eze next season. Yeah. But listen, Zaha, he's a good player.
Well, Sabasla has gone to another club anyway.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying, like Eze should have been the backup plan. But listen, Crystal Palace, they got some good players, but Zaha, yeah, I think his time is up. I think he really wants to join a bigger club.
Buendia is the man. Emi Buendia is the man.
Yeah, he's a bowler as well.
I've been telling you for months
he's
now.
cold.
Emi Buendia is the man.
What country is he from?
Emi Buendia, Emiliano.
I think he's from Argentina.
Argentina.
So you know he's saucy, bro.
Yeah, this is, and the thing with this, like what I've realized as well is that the South Americans are proper hard work.
They run through brick walls.
Proper ballers.
They put in. They run through brick walls. They put in that work. Like you could just see. I think we need more of that in the team because to show these guys that to be that good. I remember what's his name, Alexis Sanchez, when he came to Arsenal. Yeah. The guy didn't like doing interviews. He just wanted to train. That's all he wanted to do.
You see with these South Americans. You see with these South Americans, yeah. The reason why they run through brick walls for you is because most Europeans, yeah, they didn't really grow up, struggling. Yeah. If you look at Alexis Sanchez back in Chile, yeah, he was probably, not to be ignorant, but he probably didn't grow up in the richest family, so he had to work for everything. Look at Martinelli. This guy literally broke up his whole foot, and he's still trying to slide tackle people until he gets injured. Listen, he came from Ituano in the fourth division of Brazil. He looks at Arsenal as like, you know what? I'm actually gonna try because I'm lucky to be here. You see, some of these European players, they were born with a silver spoon, bro. They couldn't care less. These South Americans, they run through brick walls for you. Run through brick walls. And that's why I'll never, ever disrespect Alexis Sanchez. Yeah. Even though he did leave for the money, one thing he did do is that I know he didn't want to be at Arsenal for probably the last 2 years. But what he did, he's like, you know what? Even though I don't want to be here, I'm still gonna put in performances. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. By the way. Yeah.
That's why I never disrespect Alexis, bro. I mean, he's our best footballer, and Alexis Sanchez is our best footballer in the Emirates ever. clear.
Do you know
He's
what
clear.
is as
Yeah.
for some and the thing I loved about him, he never hid. He never hid. He always like when it was, when we were 0-0 or when we needed to win the game, the guy's still working. The guy's still asserting himself.
The amount of
Now,
times
like,
Alexis Sanchez just grabbed the goal out of thin air. It's like, what the how did he do that?
bro,
I mean, people compare him to Hazard, yeah. And listen, Hazard is a baller, yeah, but you see Hazard, yeah, he had there was times where Hazard had to carry Chelsea. Yeah, but Alexis Sanchez had to do it for what 5 years he was at Arsenal. He had to do it for 5 years, carry this football
I'm
club
telling you.
for
Actually,
5
I
years.
think
And
I think
Arsenal fans, yeah, sit
I
there
think if
abusing
Sanchez,
I
him.
know some.
I think if Sanchez had a chance to be at Arsenal for the same span like Hazard, both of them, it would be very difficult to distinguish the two players.
In the Emirates era, him, and in terms of football ability, the Emirates era, Fabregas, who else? Him, Fabregas, Cazorla, those guys here are ballers. Ballers, man. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, if we had those
Bro.
players now, unbelievable, bro. I'm telling you.
Nah,
Santi Cazorla and Alexis Sanchez are two of the best footballers technically in this Emirates era. Yeah, since 2006, since 2006, Alexis Sanchez has been the best Arsenal player ever. I don't care. I'll come out saying on my chest.
Same. True.
Guys, tomorrow is Christmas. The very good thing is that we are not playing tomorrow, so we cannot get our Christmas ruined. Or it cannot be made better by a Chelsea or a win over Chelsea. But let's just dive into that game for a few minutes.
Yeah, let's do a combined 11.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Combined 11, Chelsea as the combined 11. Now, I was reading. Was I reading the Metro? I think I was reading the Metro, and they had done a combined 11, and we had two players, Tierney and Saka, but they had also put Werner in that lineup, and I was like, what has Werner done so special to deserve to start, in a combined 11, Arsenal and Chelsea? I don't see him as one of the players that have really had successful spells at Chelsea so far. But anyway, goalkeepers this season, Mendy has 6 clean sheets. Leno has 3 clean sheets.
I'll say Runnison. Runnison's been class this season, bro.
he's top, man. He's top keeper.
Man deleted his Twitter handle. They were killing him.
Man.
Yeah. Arsenal fans, yeah, we're probably the muggiest fan base. How are you abusing the guy? He only costs $2 million. I mean, you get what you pay for. You buy cheap, you buy twice.
For me,
Exactly.
you see, Nathan, I did a video about it, and they said the anger we are directing towards this guy is not Carabao Cup anger; it is Premier League anger where he's not to blame.
Because yeah, listen.
Yeah.
This is why. Listen, we'll make a wish FC, bro. We give these average players opportunities. Listen, I'm not gonna sit there and abuse Runnison, because I know Runnison is probably not even a championship level goalkeeper. But this is why I say job for the boys FC, because nobody's scouting him. He was a recommendation from the goalkeeper coach who should probably get in the bin after recommending that. Listen, this is who did this deal? Like, I'm not even gonna have a go at Runnison. He shouldn't even be here in the first place.
Yeah,
Like, it's not his fault.
Yeah, that's what I said. And actually, it's
But,
the goal.
the goalkeeper coach recommended the goalkeeper for Arsenal recommend the guy.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I said it jobs for the boys FC.
If you're the goalkeeper coach and you recommend such talent, then you need to leave as well.
I mean, you should get in the bin if you recommend that, bro.
Anyway,
seriously.
Guys, in goal, I think Mendy is going to go in without a big fight. I think he's not protected by very good defense, by the way. Like many people think, I don't rate so much of Chelsea's defense. Like, I would say we are at the same level.
No. Chelsea have a better defense. Thiago, he's been class.
Thiago,
Him and
Thiago,
I think the partners who partners Thiago, if there is anything Chelsea should do, is get a partner for Thiago in January. They are going to be excellent.
Yes.
What I would say to that, the Chelsea defense looks good because they have a very good midfield. Look at Kante in front of those back four. Kante is one of the best midfielders in the league right now, and I would say probably is the smallest as well. And if you see the way he plays, this guy never stop running through 90 minutes.
Maybe the smallest is the Silva at Everton. That guy called what? Go that very no.
Which one?
That small guy called Silva.
Silva.
Very, very small. What is
But he
his name?
doesn't usually play for Everton, though.
Yeah, he doesn't usually appear, but it's the bowler,
Yeah,
man.
but I mean, I'm talking about a player that play consistently.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, to be fair, Conte hasn't been at the same level for about 2 years. I mean, he's still putting in good performances, but it's gone downhill a bit. But
I'm just thinking,
he's a quality.
I'm just thinking, if Arsenal want to be chasing Chelsea players, those are the type of player they should be going for.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand what I mean?
We
We
only
don't
go
want
for
to be.
We only go for the 32-year-olds from Chelsea.
But and again, I see the reason why Chelsea actually asked Thiago Silva to come in because of his experience. He's an old guy. He's not going to be in Chelsea for the maybe probably next 2, 3, 4 years. Lampard brought him in to come and because Lampard has got a very young defense as well. So he brought him in to bring those experience in. The person that should be doing that for Lampard is what's his name? The big hair guy that came to us. What's his name? No. David Luiz. Is it? No. David Luiz is supposed to be that leader at the Chelsea defense, but he doesn't get on with Lampard. Lampard just kick him out. So Lampard went out to go and get someone that got Champions League experience, that have played a lot of games under his belt. I got a young team of defense here. I just want you to bring your experience in and just transfer it across my defense before you actually retired. I still don't know why PSG let this guy go. He's still a quality player. Trust.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if they get David Alba, I think that that team is winning the Premier League. If they are getting David Alba next to Silva.
That from Bayern Munich.
Yeah. It's a free contract next summer.
So has Mendy been clearly better than Leno, clear of Leno this season?
I reckon if Leno has got the same defense Chelsea has got, it will probably be at the same level. But the reason why I'm rating Leno over Mendy, because Mendy only just came into the Premier League. Leno has been in the Premier League for how many years now? Maybe probably this is his third season.
Again, Mose, if you're setting up a lineup that's gonna play tomorrow. You're going with class, you're going with performance, you're going with.
I will go with Mendy.
I
will go with Mendy.
Mendy and Leno.
Say that again. Sorry.
Mendy
Mendy and Leno. Who's the better goalkeeper for you this season?
You have a better defense, man. I'm gonna go with Leno.
Nathan.
Better defense.
Nathan.
I'm not sure whether it's there now.
Okay. Binu, Mendy or Leno?
I would go with Leno because, like, if Chelsea's defense was like Arsenal's defense, like, I think Leno would have got more clean sheet. To be honest.
Okay. So we go for Leno. We have gone Leno. By the way, we are doing a combined 11, so make sure you are, you're not as doing it as Arsenal fans, but as football fans. So we've gone with Leno in goal. Their left back, their Ben Chilwell, we have Kian Tierney. That's another big debate. Who has been the better player there? Dinero, what do you think? Chilwell and Tierney. Tierney has been a very important part of Arsenal this season. Probably one of our best players.
100%. I think ball ability wise, I think I'll go with my man Timmy. I just think he's just he's just more. I don't know. Chilwell, I think he's a player that
He's overrated.
he's overrated. He doesn't do like those players that are just very simple, but he's not like if you look at him, you won't be like, yo, this guy is crazy. But I think sometimes what happens is in the Premier League, if an English player does really the simple things well, you start to put him on a pedestal, which makes him, stand out more. But I'll go with Tierney, man.
Tierney. Nathan?
Tierney.
Tierney. I'll go with Tierney. I've told you he's already one.
Yeah, I would go with Tierney as well. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Kolasinac. Maybe Kolasinac. Is that a shout?
Beno, do you agree with Tierney?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Tierney.
Okay. Right back, I don't qualify any Arsenal player there. I've not been satisfied by any performance of our right backs.
We just go with James anyway.
James.
Yeah, Reece James. He's been exceptional. He's been exceptional.
He's quality.
Yeah,
he's quality.
Yeah, like I said the other time, remember, Arsenal has got the worst right back in the league. That guy will not get into any Premier League team.
In terms of like defensive numbers and dribble pass, like in terms of right back, he's been dribble past the most in the league. He's so bad. Oh, I can't even believe it. He's so crap.
I think what it is as well is with Bellerin, he relies on his speed a lot. So I think, I'll stick with Reece James. Reece James is cold. He can cross, can shoot, can pass,
and he can score goals.
Yeah, defend. I mean, that guy's gem. And look, when did he come into the picture? He came in last year when they didn't have when the transfer ban was on. And look, Lampard gave a young player a chance, and look what's happened.
Yeah, man. In the centre back, I'll go with Gabriel and Thiago Silva. Yeah, Thiago,
the Brazilian connection. The Brazilian connection.
Actually, look, let me tell you guys. To be honest, I didn't think. I thought it was a wrong gamble for Chelsea to go for Thiago. I thought he was never going to work in the Premier League. His age, I thought the age had gone with the pace, and I was like, this is a real mistake. What is Chelsea doing? And on top of that, they sign a young defender in Malangsa, and they loan him out. And I'm like, are you crazy? You should be working on your defense. But I was wrong. Thiago, his class still manifests himself. I think really one of the best defenders in the generation. I'll go with that centre-back partnership. I think Gabriel, what he has done for us as a new player, you don't doubt any of his qualities. None of us can doubt any of his qualities. Not even the Chelsea fans can compare him to Zuma or this, or any other player that's not Thiago at Chelsea.
I love Gabriel. The only criticism for Gabriel is sometimes his positioning can be suspect. He likes to run. He likes to come out a lot. And sometimes that could be the reason why, we're left like out of position and they can get the goal. But other than that, he's a young player still. But other than that, he does have the ability to be a top defender.
Listen, I rate Gabriel highly, but the only problem I have with him is his hairline. That's it.
Is it?
So, Dinner, you go with you agree with me the Brazilian connection at centre back?
100%.
Yeah,
100%. At least that the chemistry. I agree. In terms, they're all perfect.
Yeah. But I would also call in for. I mean, I would defend David Lowe. I think he has not played so much this season, but when he has come on, I think he has been quality, man. It's so different from David Lowe we saw last season.
Who?
David Louis.
Yeah. Oh, David Luiz
I don't know what
when he. Mhm.
I don't know whether you have
When he,
noticed the difference, but he's improved a lot.
nah, he has. He has.
Yeah.
He has. And especially, he's much better when he plays with Gabriel because obviously they speak in Brazilian, they speak Portuguese and they can talk with each other and stuff. You can see that he's, but his concentration does drop though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if Gabriel is playing with David Luiz at the back,
Mm-hmm.
he will always come out as a man of the match. But if he's playing with Rob Holding,
Yeah.
he kind of, the way Rob Holding defend kind of go to him as
Bro,
well.
Rob Holding, listen, Rob Holding, he doesn't defend, he dances, bro.
He does.
Like, he dances.
The game against Aston Villa, my God.
Did you see him do
The
the
game
little
against
dance?
Aston
Like,
Villa.
man, my man thought he was in the club, bro. He's loving life. He's like, yo, bro, listen, I like Rob Holding, yeah, but he's not Arsenal level, yeah. I think Chambers is better than him.
Mhm.
Chambers is better than him.
Yeah, Chambers did better, yeah.
Now the problems are in the midfield because there we do not command so many numbers. Not even do we command. Can we get
In that midfield? Just put all Chelsea midfield, man, because we don't have anyone.
Only Partey gets in there.
Partey, yeah, only Partey that will probably come in.
I'm saying the new Essien Partey. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Partey? Who does he play with? Kovacic and Kante.
Yeah, he play with Kante in there.
No, there's no creativity. Let's just do a double pivot. Just do a double pivot with Kante and Partey, and then have Kai Havertz at number 10.
But for me, I can't go for Havertz. I can't go for Werner.
Yeah, dry Havertz. Let's put him at number 10. That's
I don't think Havertz deserves to start in any Premier League team this season.
Listen, but based on potential wise, I think out of all the players Chelsea got this season, I think he has the highest ceiling out of all of them. He's a bowler. I know he hasn't been that great this season.
We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen
that. The reason why
I haven't seen Havertz that kind of, they're expecting this guy to come in to be next Hazard in Chelsea's team. He hasn't come up with anything spectacular to me, apart from the cup game that he played and he scored hat-trick.
Yeah, but I feel like if you give him time, I think he's gonna be probably one of the best players in the league in a couple of years' time.
Maybe, I will agree, but this is Chelsea. They won't give you that time at Chelsea.
True.
Yeah, still, I think, for me, I read Pulisic more than I read Havertz, and I love Pulisic more than I love Kai Havertz. Though I love both players, but
Pulisic, a lot of people underrate this guy. This guy is a baller, man. Trust.
He can't stay fit. Though. He can't stay fit.
Yeah, he can't stay fit.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
That's the problem. Yeah.
No, but the reason I put Havertz at number 10 is because who's playing on the right? Because I can't. I can't put CH at number 10 because I want CH to play on the right, and I can't put any of Arsenal's players at number 10.
Yeah, but remember Mason Mount. Mason Mount is good. He can play at number 10.
Yeah, by the way, Mount, before you talk about Havertz, talk about Mount.
Mason Mount is a good player.
Yeah.
The two players that I think have taken their chances at Chelsea is Tammy and Mount. Whenever they have been given chance, they have used it.
That's a good point.
Because nobody expects Mason Mount to be where it is now, because he was so underrated when Chelsea signed him. So now he's one of their. I'll probably say Frank Lampard put his name on the team sheet first before anybody.
Because that's his child. That's his son.
He came from Derby, innit?
He came from Derby, yeah.
And,
but he's a good player, guys. He's a good player. He walks straight into the Arsenal team.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But he does.
But I was gonna say what Dave was gonna say. In terms of, I would have put Havertz in the middle, and then I would have put going right wing. I would have put Ziyech. That guy, man.
Chelsea's best player right now is Ziyech. I think he's
Yeah.
brilliant.
So
We actually could have signed him. He's an Arsenal
Yeah.
fan, you know that, right? Ziyech is an Arsenal fan.
yeah. I go with Ziyech to the right, Pulisic. No, Ziyech to the right.
Yeah.
In the middle, I'll go with Mount. To the left, I'll go with Saka because Pulisic has not been playing that much, so there is no way. And Vanna, he hasn't done anything to to make me think about him. In the middle, Tammy Abraham.
You're going with Jamie Abraham up top. Jamie Abraham.
That's a
I
plot
think-
twist.
I think he has the potential, guys. I think he has the potential to become one.
The B-Tech
One
Origi.
Yeah.
The B-Tech Origi, you know.
But
Nah,
yeah, that's a plot twist for me, man.
nah, I'm
I really
joking. I'm
respect
joking. I rate Tammy though. I'm joking.
Yeah.
I think
So-
Tammy's decent.
Yeah. So we have Saka in there, we have Partey in there, and Tierney and Gabriel.
You know what? I
Played-
put Giroud. I put Giroud there.
Nah. I can't.
So
So
if you-
you
if you
scared?
make-
Are you
if you
scared of
make-
what
if you
they're
make-
doing against us?
The problem
Giroud,
I
yeah,
have,
we have to put Giroud as striker.
the problem I have with Olivier Giroud, he always has season in a season. That is that's my only problem with
I mean,
Olivier
if you
Giroud.
want to play, listen. Who's going to be the manager, Lampard or Arteta? Because if we're going to have Arteta, who plays Brexit football, we can play Giroud up top.
Yeah. I agree.
Long ball left seat, just bump it up to him.
left
Of
wing.
course
and
it
pass it to the left.
Yeah, there's going to be a 90% chance we get battered on the weekend. So I came off the phone with Arteta. He told me that. There's a 90% chance we might lose.
Anyway, guys,
Oh my
for me,
God.
look, I don't see it as a game that we are going to lose. I've seen Chelsea play in the last 3 games. They beat West Ham.
Yeah.
West Ham didn't have a shot on target in that game. So we are more likely not to have a shot on that, on target in the game. But I look at the
Yeah.
game as a game where we can pull a draw, 0-0, something like that on Boxing Day.
No.
Ready?
Do you know?
Nathan, be positive, Nathan.
Listen, man, I can't be positive, man. I try to. The last time I tried to be positive, we got spanked 4-1 in the final. So listen, I'm not gonna stick my head out again until this club. That Europa League final, I think that killed me off, bro. I can't lie. Listen, we would actually be lucky if they don't score more than 3.
Yeah, I would say I would still stay where I am when when Arsenal wants to play Man City in the cup. I'll be very surprised. It won't be a surprise to me if Arsenal lose, but I'll be very surprised if they beat Chelsea. Chelsea are too good right now. They will be too good for Arsenal.
Listen, if I was Roman Abramovich, I'll call up Lampard and say, if you don't score more than 3, you're sacked.
You said that's right.
The game.
For me, I look at Chelsea as one of the beatable sides this season. Not because they're not good, not because they have they don't have the quality, but I think it's easy to see the way they play, and if you can get the better of them, just like Wolves did, just like it's easy to beat. It's easy to beat if you have a game plan. But the problem with Arsenal, we never have a game plan when we go into games. We approach all games the same way. Bring in cross. Yeah,
like because the thing is like Chelsea haven't beat a top 10 team this season, like in the table. Only West Ham they beat, and and they're facing us but we are in 15. So like I think it's easy for them to beat us. They haven't beat a top 10 team except West Ham.
So I mean, Chelsea. Are you saying Chelsea are going to beat us because we are?
Do you know what?
We are not in top 10.
No, do you know what is with
No, like I'm like normally saying.
Yeah, but
You know
it's
what
true. By the way, Chelsea have not beaten any top 10 team this
But
season.
you know what? Yeah, I think Chelsea's a team that I kind of see, like, even though they're doing really good, I kind of see them the same as kind of like Man United, where like it's a team that you don't really fear. They got the players in that, but I don't fear them as much. I think it's the little teams that I fear more than Chelsea right now.
Yeah,
I think with the big games, we kind of well, apart from obviously Man City, kind of do all right. Don't do that bad, but you kind of do all right.
I don't even feel Man City anymore. If I'm being honest, it just
So
is what
the
it
thing
is.
is like when Arteta came in this job, like he haven't conceded more than 3 goals. But this is the first time like he conceded more than 3 goals. That was against City. So like when it was Unai and Arsene Wenger, we used to concede like 5 to 6 goals. But when Mikel Arteta came in this job, he didn't concede more than 3 goals, except that last match.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys said that Chelsea has not beaten any top 10 team this season. Remember, Arteta has been breaking record. That record will be broken on the box. On
No,
Boxing
they
Day.
did be the top 10
So,
team.
so we're gonna be the first. We're
No,
not even in the top 10
look,
anyway.
No,
So
Mose,
they
Yeah.
beat.
before you think about that, there is this record that we have not lost, Boxing Day games for how long?
That's getting
Yeah.
broken. That's getting
Yeah.
broken.
Nah.
So before you think about breaking Chelsea's record, think about
Listen. Mendy, you probably score his first goal, bro.
Yeah.
He scored
From a
a
goal
goal.
kick.
guys, I need to go cut my chicken because it is 2 hours to Christmas. In my country, it's actually 1 hour and 15 minutes to Christmas.
To Christmas. Oh, okay.
Guys, Merry
The
Christmas.
paella. Listen,
Merry Christmas.
Arteta's gonna ruin Christmas for you, cause the paella Grinch. Paella Grinch is gonna ruin it.
You should send me Christmas, my Christmas, messages on my mobile money.
I
But-
want 3 points for Christmas.
3 points.
It's 3 points, yeah.
Will we get 3 points for Christmas? I don't know. It will be the
We
best.
probably get 3 goals from Chelsea. That'll be it.
Maybe.
Yeah, we need it.
Thanks, people, for coming on, and Merry Christmas. By the way, I don't know if tomorrow I'll stream live, but I'll see if you have anything interesting. Then I'll stream live.
Yeah, we just enjoy your Christmas, man. We don't want to talk about Arsenal.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas,
Merry
guys.
Christmas.
All right.
Merry Christmas, guys. Merry
All right,
Christmas.
cheers.
Big up.
Cheers.
All right,
Big up,
awesome.
guys. Big up.
Pick up, guys. Pick up.
Arteta
As
out.
always, as always, don't say Arteta out. As always, come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners.
Yeah, Gunners, yeah. Merry Christmas.
This time I'm not calling the club relegation FC. Come on, you Gunners. Come on, you Gunners. Smash the like button, subscribe. Don't forget ever to turn on your notifications. And we always here at the same time on a daily basis.
Edu out.
Edu out. I mean, Overmars in,
The
right?
whole club out. Karonke, everyone out.
Edu out, Overmars in.
Yeah. Or Edwin Van der Sar.
Edwin van der Sar.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Dennis Bergkamp in.
Isn't
Yeah.
that a Manchester United affair?